Welcome back to the DarkHorse experience. I am joined here again by my esteemed colleague, Mr. Joshua Wood, the handsome devil.
Hello, how you doing? I've missed you
Woohoo!
guys.
Right? I mean,
We
yeah.
did we took a little hiatus over the vacation.
Right? Yeah, because of 4th of July and everything that was going on, it was just, trying to squeeze in the podcast, it was just not feasible. Not,
Well, happy X 4th of July, Jeff.
yeah, happy week after 4th of July.
Yeah, X for no more. We already went through our little holiday vacation. I didn't actually take a vacation, not at all. And this is the first time in multiple years where I've never worked the day after 4th of July.
Interesting.
I mean, normally, like as a kid growing up, vacation, 4th of July, we'd go down to Lake Gaston and we'd be there for a week.
Right,
And
right.
that happened all the way up until just this like past year. No, that's not fair. A couple years ago when the tradition just kind of it stopped.
Fizzled out.
So this, yeah, well, the people. My grandmother owned it, and they're getting old, so it's 4.5 hours from here. That's a long
Yeah.
distance for an older elderly person, which we love. I wouldn't be anything without my grandmother.
Yeah, I love you, Grandma.
Hi, Nana. That's my special shout out.
Yep. Speaking of shout outs,
Ooh,
figure we do have some folks that have liked the page recently.
we do,
So we
and one of
do.
those is actually an elderly woman who I do
Yeah.
believe now is labeled the Dark Horse Experience favorite fan.
Yeah. She's our number one fan. Let's see here. We have Joyce Pope. Thank you for liking our page.
Thank you, Joyce.
Woohoo.
We
We've got,
appreciate it.
oh, definitely. We've got Liz Wiley.
Liz
Um,
Wiley.
yeah.
Thank you, Liz.
We've got Cindy Murtha.
Well, thank you, Cindy.
Let's see. We've also got Deborah Brown.
Deborah Brown. Just
Yes.
sounds like a fun name to say.
We've also got Tracy Anderson.
Tracy, thank you. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's see. Oma Meadows.
Oma. I'm not making fun of you. This is I appreciate it. But Omaha. Omaha.
Well, she lives closer to you than Omaha, but that's all right. I'm not going to say where these folks live because I don't want to
No,
overstep.
yeah.
And I
Maybe a
also
little.
want to thank Janet Sherman.
Jan. Hey, Jan. We, I know you very well, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
And for those who don't know, that's actually Christian's mom.
That's right. Speaking of Christian, unfortunately, he's going to have to take a sabbatical for a little while. Just talking over with us. It's just been putting a strain on his schedule, plus with, his terrible, terrible, terrible internet, which you've all
Uh,
experienced so far, many times
yes.
over.
The main reason was because of his internet. His internet's actually finally frustrating him as
Yeah.
much as it has frustrated us for the past few years.
Yeah. So, he's decided to just step back for a while so they can kind of figure out the internet situation and how they're going to improve on that. And then from
Uh,
there, he'll
Jeff,
rejoin us at a later time.
can I interrupt you? And can we actually do a special hashtag on the screen,
Sure,
please?
sure.
And can it say hashtag Christian will miss you?
Sure. Christine, we'll miss you.
Christine, we will miss you. But that leads me to our next thing. So Jeff and I were sitting here kind of talking about this. It's been within the past, 30 minutes. I came up with an idea.
Jeez, it was like an hour. It was like an
Well,
hour.
at this point, yeah. 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 So I came up with this idea that we think should be pretty fun. So we're going to have a little contest for Christine's spot.
Well, sort of. It'll be like a guest spot.
But hey, man, people could dig our next fan and be a perma cast member. We don't know.
Possibly.
That's going to be the fun part about this. It's a contest. And you get to challenge us with a very special topic.
Yep.
Where we don't know anything about. Pick anything you want.
I can debate anything, so.
You are a master debater.
That's right.
But yeah, so how should we make this work, Jeff? As far as I think
I would say we can do it on the Facebook page. Hit up our Facebook page. We'll have the details probably tomorrow on what we're looking for as far as the contest goes. We'll put that up, get everything kind of together, and I don't know. We'll work out the details of exactly what parameters we're looking for. We'll post it on our Facebook page, and then from there you can enter for a chance to win.
Ooh, just sounds fun. Enter for a chance to win. We're not selling you anything, to be quite honest.
Well, we're selling you.
We're not asking. We're selling you a spot.
Yeah, a little guest spot, so you can
for no money
discuss anything you want. We try and stay away from politics and religion, but if you really want to, we can talk it.
We'll talk whatever you want about.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's true. So one of the topics we have today comes from.
This is going to be my favorite one.
Pretty much. It comes from a video that Josh sent me earlier, and it's a woman talking about how, and this is in her words, how titties aren't pockets.
Titties are not pockets. Now, let's get into a little bit about this video and her reasoning why. Jeff, what was her reason?
Well, first I want to clarify that because we are both men, we already recognize and understand the fact that we really have zero bearing on what women do. They can do whatever they want with their bodies. We can't tell them
whatever you want.
But on that matter,
but we will, however, lie to you when you say, "Honey, does this dress look fat on me?"
I wouldn't lie.
No, I don't lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like lying. Because that just starts a pattern. You know, you don't want to start lying now and then you lie about stupid stuff later. It's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope. All right, back on topic.
But, so this woman goes on to say how she finds it disgusting when apparently she's a cashier and women will come up to her register and she'll ring them up. And when they have to give her either a card or cash or how she puts it, God forbid, change, they seem to be reaching into their bras and pulling out money and change or their cards.
35 cents. Oh, my nipple.
Yeah, it's like if you're going to hand somebody money and it's hot, like it's the summer, which means you probably got some boob sweat.
You got some spoobs.
Yeah, like nobody wants boob sweat covered money. Like it's just
no. I agree with that. I'm partial germaphobe, and I wash my hands all the time. Yeah. But I don't want your boob sweat. I don't care how cute you think you might look. I don't care how disgusting you are. I just don't want your swoob sweat.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
I don't want your swoobage.
Yeah,
on my money.
Like we're not, guys aren't putting wads of cash in their crotch and then walking around and then be like, oh yeah, I got a $5 right here.
Here, let me give you this 20.
Sorry, it's got a little Fremunda on it. Sorry. Like,
there's a little bit of swabs on it.
Like, just gross. So, I mean, on that line, I could definitely agree with the woman as I find it gross and disgusting. And you should have like a purse or a clutch or pockets.
Here, I'm gonna debate this. Here's the only time it is acceptable is if it's your own card.
Yeah,
because no one else has to touch it, and it goes into a little gross, disgusting little slot anyway.
Yeah,
I'm not touching the slot. That's up to you, but I think that is the only time it's acceptable.
And even then, like if you think about it, if you're keeping your card in your boob and then you pull it out and you slide it in those, and those things are gross. I
They
mean,
are.
literally, like I've cleaned a lot of them, many, many, many times, over and over again. You have to clean them all the time, like basically every day, because they just get so gross. And you're at a grocery store, like you're swiping it through, and you're getting like whatever's in there on the card, and then you put that back in, and it mixes with your boob sweat, and why would you even want to do that?
And then you're putting it back,
Yeah.
and gentlemen, if you're into boob kissing, you better make sure they're clean from here on out if your woman's doing that. But here's where another reason it would be acceptable. If you're pulling change out of your bra,
That's
then
something else.
you also, here's the only other time it's acceptable is if you're pulling a check and a pen that you're going to keep. Because, it's not going to affect my money. I'd accept
Even if
a
you have a whole
check.
checkbook coming out of your chest, just get a clutch.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Everybody's got
There's
purses.
The only two times it is acceptable: card or check.
Even then, a check would be really weird.
Yeah,
Like, it's and like,
damp, and you're trying to draw on it
right.
with your signature, and it's just shredding.
Right.
It's that.
It's like the ink's all
Summertime
running and it's
swoops.
not working. But like, like girls put like their phones in there, and
Yeah.
like they got to realize like phones get gross. Like they collect
Oh,
all
my
kinds
goodness.
of shit.
As a guy who works in construction and sprinklers, I'm going to tell you right now, my phone gets disgusting.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it's not like girls don't do anything. They're working, they're doing stuff, they're around people, they're traveling, they're going all over the place. So like, your phone's collecting dust and dirt and grime and gunk, and then you're putting it in your boob. Like you're literally just putting grossness in your boob, and especially money. Like dollar bills are one of the dirtiest things in this country. Like they're
They have
covered.
man-eating bacteria on.
Like
Do you understand those words?
yeah,
Man-eating
like
bacteria.
you could lose one of your boobies because of a dollar bill. Like that would be messed up.
Yeah, and it's probably out there. Google it now, and you'll probably find some
Yeah.
like really disgusting images.
Yeah,
That's because you're putting dirty, disgusting, man-eating bacteria
yeah.
on your body.
Even if it's not that quite that bad. I mean, you're putting just dirt and grime and other bacteria and stuff like right on your chest, and then you're going out and it's hot and sweaty, so now it's just moist and it's just like incubating that bacteria, and and if you only take showers in the mornings, then like you come home and now all that bacteria is just sitting there all night.
This is one reason I became a leg man instead of a boob man. Because I'm partial germaphobe, and it's like, and I've seen women out at the bar as a bouncer. I've seen it. I've seen like some really disgusting things you women do, and you know who you are. It's not all women, but I've seen you.
But they're definitely out there.
And this is why I wash my hands fucking constantly, because I've seen some just dirty, disgusting things.
Right.
Thank you for all the people who wash their hands, clean their hands, and just keep shit clean. I appreciate it.
I got clean hands. I clean my hands like while I'm cleaning. Well, not while, but like
I
like,
do that too.
Like I'll be like cleaning stuff, and then my hands just feel gross. I have to like go wash them, and then I like.
Well, it's because there's all these chemicals on them now, and now I can't like touch my face and do what I want to do, which.
You're
so
like, ooh,
I'm
Lysol
always
wipes.
watching.
Oh, itchy eye. Now you can't see for the rest of the day.
Now I have to flush my eye with clear eyes.
Yay! So
sounds like a lot of fun.
So, I mean, if you do that, we don't recommend it. We find it gross, but again, it's your body. You do whatever you want with it.
We can't stop you. We're just giving
gross,
some friendly advice.
That's right. You want to be gross, you go ahead and be gross. It's your right.
Just know you're not going to be my favorite person.
No.
Not at all.
You're not getting no motorboat from me anytime soon.
You will never get that from me because I am a happily taken man.
Yeah, you're taken, so.
You can definitely get it from Jeff. I've seen Jeff do some good motorboating in his life.
All the time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my biggest thing. So.
I've witnessed it.
Oh, I'm sure.
At one time on Christine, just.
He's got little boobies.
Doesn't stop you.
Hey, booby's a booby. So
Whether it's a pinch or a handful,
that's right.
boob's a boob.
Mosquitoes to melons. But
Living the
that's our
Heineken
thoughts
kids.
on that wonderful subject. So next, you had something for me. You weren't going to tell me about.
Oh
At least
yes,
not yet.
this. Let me pull a picture where we speak of this. So, have you ever heard of a thing called extreme embalming? To make sure
Uh,
I say it correctly.
extreme embalming.
Embalming. See, I even have it written down.
I know.
That's how dyslexic I can be.
You wrote it down right, I promise. And then
I did
and then you just didn't read
because
it
I was
right.
like, "How did you spell it? E-M."
Yeah.
But extreme embalming.
Hmm. I've never heard of it. What is it?
So, all right, there's been some crazy like viewings and funerals as of late in today's weird world.
Hmm.
Let me get into my pictures real quick. So what they're doing is I'm going to show you a quick picture, the
Mm-hmm.
best I can, and I sent this to you for a reason so we could show it right in the middle. But this is actually at a viewing, and this is the passed away person
It's
in
sitting
the
in a
chair,
chair.
sitting in a chair, and they staged Doritos and I believe Mountain Dews, and they're staging him playing like his favorite video game.
I'm guessing it's like NBA 2K.
That's that. I don't know
That's
what
what
the
it looks
game
like.
is, but sure, that's the way it looks. But they're
Oh.
creating these like lifelike moments. But you know, look, there's nothing funny about a funeral, and I've been
Yeah.
to a few, and but when you see something like that, and if you show the picture, like the clear actual picture, like it looks very real, and it's just, but it's still, and it's on pause. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, like life
there,
on pause type thing.
so, but it gets weird. I don't have a picture of this yet. I'm sure we could probably work together and get pictures of this stuff. But there was
Probably.
also a one where this family had the body like staged on his motorcycle, his crotch rocket, like all in the whole gear, the helmet and everything, right? So it's literally the body on the bike, just in this pose. Um,
Now,
see now
why are people doing it is the question. Is it
that I don't know.
is it just for like the funeral or like the wake? And then like they put him in a casket and bury him?
Well, you have to. You have to either cremate him or bury him at after this point. So let's
Yeah,
think
that's
about
true,
something.
yeah.
You have to. What are you going to do with this body? Oh, look, it's grandma. She's surprised. Ah!
Just slide grandma into the other room. She's
Put
just
her in the closet.
she's just in the
Yes.
way right now. I'm trying to clean. Put grandma in the other room. We put
She's gonna
rollers
help
on her
clean.
for this reason. We put her on rollerblades because she loved rollerblading.
Like, I understand losing a loved one, but like what my grandmother was like a very she was an animal lover, she loved cats, but to have like, this would be even weirder to see like my grandmother in her favorite chair, we'll paint a picture, in her favorite chair watching baseball. She was big into baseball, basketball, football. She was big into sports, any sport you put on. So let's picture my grandmother just frozen in time with now one of a dead cat that maybe she have had, because now we're stuffing things and
Yeah.
putting them in great poses. For what? Like, how
Uh,
weird is that? That would weird me out to walk in
Yeah.
to a viewing or a funeral and see my grandmother perfectly like in her chair with her favorite cat just frozen in time.
It is weird.
That would weird me out. Like, if I was walking into your funeral, that would really weird me out, because your hand would probably be like this, and I don't know if I'd put a drink
It'd be an
or like,
Arizona green tea.
would it be a drink or a dildo? I don't know what I'd put it in your hand, but
It would
and then it would be
start.
this,
It would start with a drink, and then somebody'd be like, "Boo," and they'd put a dildo in there.
Look, I always knew, Jeff.
That'd be the last gab.
I'm
Just
not gonna lie.
get me one last
That
time.
that would be the best ultimate. Like, I got you. You can't do nothing about it.
Son of a
I
bitch.
finally win. Ultimate burn.
Oh yeah.
But now let's think about something else. So after these bodies are in the poses, now you got this kid
Yeah.
playing video games. You got the biker. You have my grandmother. What do you do with these bodies?
I don't know.
Like the rigor mortis and shit. Like, okay, so now they're stuck in this position. Now let's think about if it's a casket. So now you're trying to put this body who's all sitting down and shit into a casket, or are they supposed to be cremated after that? Or do you have somebody literally going in and breaking the bone, just get in the box.
Well,
get in the box. I'm in the box.
I'm not too versed on the embalming process and whether or not it delays the onset of rigor mortis. I'm not sure. I would have to look more into that, but I mean, if rigor mortis sets in, it would take it would take a lot of effort to, especially like if a kid's sitting on a motorcycle, like it's a very, very opposite position from laying down. Like he's leaning forward, so I mean your hips are in a different angle, your legs are at a different angle, your shoulders are forward,
head, everything. I mean, I would only assume, I don't know much about it either, but just to paint funny pictures, and I know death's not funny, but we have a very fun sense of humor, and when you think about somebody, like, if their job is literally like, okay, get in the box. And how,
gotta,
try taking a sledgehammer and going, get in the box, god damn it.
Like, that would be an awful job. Like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, I have to reassemble people after I break them in order to fit them in a box.
Dead bodies.
That's my job. I'm very good at it.
I'm the best at beating dead bodies.
Yeah,
it's my job. Like, I mean, think about that. It's so weird. Like, I can't physically understand why people would do that.
Yeah.
For like the ultimate best picture, maybe. Look at this Instagram funeral.
Yeah, like one last hoorah. I could understand if you go to like a funeral or a wake and you're celebrating life. You're celebrating that person's life and all they've accomplished or everything they've done or just, how they've impacted people's lives. Like, that's all well and good. And I would prefer that more than anything. Like, instead of doing like some weird, sad, downtrodden, events, make it, obviously I'm not expecting people to be super excited or happy, but, make it a positive experience where when you're doing like that, like, I would never want that. So I wouldn't want to be like sitting in the chair with fucking, I'm like, ooh. like with my controller in my hand or something, well, he was a gamer, so we're gonna put him in his big comfy chair one last time.
Or you're gonna hang a Cheeto out of his mouth, because that's the way I remember Jeff.
Right? Sun chips and Arizona green tea.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's I mean, when I die, I want a big celebration, because I love the spotlight. Big celebration. You drink beers, you drink liquor, you drink whatever you want, you do whatever you want. Just have fun, celebrate the life that you remember with me being here and gracing all you people with my presence.
So we should put you on a stand in front and just be like, oh.
Yes, exactly. Glorious praise over me. Don't do that. I just cremate me, take my ashes, and make them into some pretty little diamonds for the woman and the kids. And
no, I'm gonna mix your ashes with that weird sand stuff. So you make things and then it slowly falls apart. I'm gonna mix your ashes with that stuff.
So you can watch me slowly fall apart.
Yep. So then I'll make a little buddy Christ out of it, And then he'll just slowly fall apart.
And then when you turn it upside down, I form back again, just so you can keep watching me fall apart. Like,
As I listen to that Post Malone song.
I don't know who that is. Is that the guy who's got the always tired tattoo?
I think so.
You're fucking stupid. Like, that is the dumbest thing. You sleep, dude. You sleep.
Right.
I don't. That's the dumbest shit. I mean, to each their own. I mean, I'm sure in your own mind and your own opinion, it looks awesome.
Man,
But
whatever.
dude, I think, and I don't think I'm the only one who thinks this. That is one of the dumbest fucking things you could ever do to your face.
But that song "I Fall Apart" is actually a very good song.
Again, I'm ignorant when it comes to anything about him. I'm just saying, I'm just being judgmental on the tattoo, even though I have plenty to do.
Right. Hey, whatever. We have tattoos. We can judge them. Screw people.
Yeah, we're allowed to. We have our own opinions. Normally, ours are right, and everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion.
That's right. Like
Not changing mine. Jeff, I'll never change my opinion. I don't care how much you want to fight it.
I've had you change your opinion before.
Shh, never. Why do you do this? You always think you have you're the Joker to my Batman.
Because I am.
Sometimes you are. I mean, you are the only one that could finish my farts.
That's true. True story, folks. I have officially finished one of Josh's farts.
Not once, not twice. There's been multiple times.
Yeah, it's like at least a handful, maybe more.
Maybe. So let me go back to this embalming thing.
Electronic bulming.
Electronic. Oh, now we're making them electronic. So now we're making robot Jeffs just sitting at the computer going, I love my job. I love the DarkHorse experience. That would be fun. I could do that for you.
Just bury me in my DarkHorse hat. That's all I want.
Perfect. I'll put you at a little desk.
Yep.
I'll put you at your desk and your microphone, and I'll just have your body moving like this and making facials.
Sounds good.
And I'll still carry on the podcast as if you were here.
I like it. We'll do one last podcast of me just sitting there.
Jeff, did you just fart? Jeff, did you shit your pants?
I can smell it from here.
Jesus, you're stuck in time. That fart stuck you in time.
Yeah.
You ever farted so hard you got put in time?
Put back in time? Maybe in the future.
Wow, that would be a pretty awesome fart.
Like I farted, and when I woke up,
I saw 20 years ahead.
I have
more gray hair.
It was 2118. I went a full 100 years ahead with that fart.
But I was dead. I saw my tombs. I saw what Josh did to me.
Yeah,
I'm still doing it.
Saw the whole thing, the whole dildo incident. Now I'm gonna try and fart, go back in time, and I'll kick him in the shin. Because that shit hurts.
See, that's what you get.
Yep.
That would still be the best. Well, you know what? We're gonna get you set up nice and pretty. I'm gonna make you wear your favorite dress.
Nice.
You'll be holding a picture of Christine.
I hope it still fits.
One in each hand in the shape of a heart. And then when I push the button, you're going to be going, I love them. I love them. I love them.
I like it.
That's how the world's going to remember Jeff. I love them.
I'll be dead, so it won't bother me any.
We're still going to carry you on via laughter.
I like it.
That's the way you'd want it, right?
Hell yeah.
Bless you.
Pardon me.
See, I know when he burps.
Try not to be loud with my burps. I think they're rude. I like to be rude sometimes.
I think a lot of people like to be rude sometimes. You know what bugs me about rude people? When I hold a door open for you,
Oh, they just like walk through.
and they walk through like it was expected, and
Yeah.
they don't say thank you. And I will make it a point if I hold the door open for you, which I don't have to do, but I like doing it for people. Like I like to beat like here you go, and you don't say thank you, I will yell you're welcome,
Oh.
and I wait
Oh
for you
yeah.
to turn around because that's fucking rude. Like if someone holds the door open for me, thank you sir, thank you ma'am, I appreciate it, thanks boss, anything.
Yeah.
But you just snub it like you deserve this
Oh.
walkthrough. Like
Next time you hold the door open for me, I'm gonna say thank you, ma'am.
when I do it for you,
Mm.
okay. Well, next time I open the door for you, I'm gonna slightly close it as you walk through it.
It wouldn't be the first time.
No. We have a lot of fun when we're around one another,
Of course, you have to.
and I mean, we went. How many hours were we at Walmart while we were waiting for an oil change?
3, almost 4.
We had to occupy adult 5-year-olds for a few hours. We did, however, go and get some brunch or lunch or whatever the
Yeah.
hell it was.
Yeah, I guess it was lunch.
But we had to entertain ourselves.
Yep. And then
Stuck at a Walmart,
Josh almost hit a lady in the head with a ball.
but it was not on purpose. We were so bored. We were taking a tennis ball down the aisle, like what was it, the hunting aisle?
It was like the sports aisle.
Yeah, one of the sports aisles, and we're just throwing a tennis ball back and forth. Mind you, we almost like bumped into one of the associates, the older woman.
Oh yeah.
We're bored. She's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't remember what exactly she said, but she just didn't give a shit about her job. She's like, you do whatever you want.
Yeah. She's like, I don't see anything. All right. And then Josh passes it to me. It goes far right, bumps off of the edge of the aisle, and flies in the air. And I look over, and a little old lady's going by in her cart. And I'm just like, heads up! She ducks. And I caught it, luckily. But it almost hit her. I saved an old lady's life. That's what I do. I save old
Well,
ladies.
you do, and I think that's why we have our favorite fan
That's
on
right.
board.
That's
I
right.
think she knows you like to save old ladies.
I guess, I put off that vibe. I'm an old lady saver. Yeah.
When I was a bouncer, we had old women come up to the door, and of course, by law, you have to ask for their ID, and you get a lot of fun with that. So when I smile, they dig in. They're like, oh, they dig into these adorable little dimples, as they would say, and like I'm 6'3", and this is like a 4'11" grandma reaching up, like, come here, I love your dimples. So I think we have the old woman vibe.
Yeah.
Together, it's just unstoppable. That's why she couldn't be around us. She's like,
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes total sense.
In some weird way.
That's right.
I don't have all the answers.
That's true.
I like to pretend I do. You ask my daughter, I know everything.
That's right. As a dad, you're supposed to know everything.
But all the things I do know, at least they make sense.
Yeah. Speaking of dad moments,
Did you recently just have a papa moment without having actual kids? Huh?
So I don't have any kids, but I am an uncle to several. And my little niece, who's 4, I love her to death. And we always like to have fun, and we play, and we have a great time. Well, last night, my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, they went to an event, so they were out for the night, and my little brother was babysitting the kids. And so I went over there just to hang out, help out, do whatever.
And how old's your little brother?
He's 20. He'll be 21 in February.
We're going to paint the picture. Who's watching who at this point?
Oh, yeah. So he's watching my niece and nephew. And I came over to help out and hang out and have fun. And so it was bedtime, and I decided to bring my niece upstairs and get her to bed, and Well, we brushed her teeth first, and then we brought her upstairs to go to bed. All this fun stuff, and I just had I got to experience what it was like to be a father to a 4-year-old. She was testing boundaries. She was crying. She would scream. She didn't want to go to bed. She would get out of bed. She would come all the way downstairs trying to sneak, but she's terrible at sneaking because she's 4. And it was frustrating, and I finally I didn't I didn't like full on yell at her, but I pretty much yelled at her. And I kind of feel bad for it, but at the same time, she was pushing my buttons and she was being a jerk, and she deserved to get yelled at. And
Look,
so,
I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old in this house. So Jeff, I feel I'm going through it twice now.
yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, luckily
And
my
let me tell you
nephew's
something.
11, so he's a little easier to deal with.
But the 4-year-old that I've had the first deal with, and the 4-year-old I'm dealing with, it's been the same. It's the same as what you talk about. They think they're little
Oh,
ninjas and they'll sneak down the stairs
yeah.
knowing they're just being nosy. Hey,
Yeah.
what's mom and dad doing down there? And the only reason I know that is because when I was 4, I think I remember like ninjing down the stairs.
Well, I probably did it too. I'm pretty sure it's like every 4-year-old seems to want to do that.
And you
Uh,
know what happened to me as little 4-year-old me was ninja down the stairs and getting hurt? Daddy was like, "Get your ass back upstairs, boy."
you know,
And you know what happened? My feelings might have gotten hurt here and there, but I did what I was told, and I became a pretty decent individual,
yeah, well, that's debatable, but yeah.
depending on who you ask.
But yeah, I
But
mean, she definitely
you,
tried
you
testing boundaries, which was expected. But she at one point she was like laughing at me, like
oh,
she,
doesn't that piss you off?
oh
I'm not gonna lie, as a parent, that makes me so angry. Like
yeah, oh
when I'm
yeah,
getting angry and my kids go, "That's the wrong
yeah,
thing you can."
like I'm playing or something. Oh man, yeah. So that was pretty much what set me off in yelling at her was just so much frustration built up, and like I can usually let stuff go pretty easily, but it was the frustration because it just kept happening. Then she started laughing at me. I was like, no, that's not how I do things. And so she got yelled at for the first time by Uncle Jeff, and she didn't really like it that much. I don't blame her. I don't like yelling, but I will if I have
No,
to.
it's never fun, but we have to teach today's kids discipline and respect. And I feel like
Yeah.
this generation that came after us, it's almost like wow. And I can say that because I've seen when I was a bouncer and just experiencing all the different ages coming in and like their routines, like
Yeah.
and that it goes back to the holding the door open and not saying thank you shit.
Yeah. Like common
Like
courtesy is.
everyone, this generation coming up, it's more about like they're all about them. They don't understand the team. You know, we're all here together. We're all
Right.
here. This is one giant team. And granted, I'm not talking about the media and all this shit, but as people, we're all here together. We're all here is supposed to be as a team to make this world just be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're all human beings, no matter where we're from or how old we are. And it's not even just like the younger generation, like the whole millennials and all that. It's like everybody. I've held the door open for older folks that are in their 40s, and they just like walk on through, and I'm like, seriously? Like
Right.
or like their 50s. I'm like, you're my parents' age. You're the group that was teaching us how to be respectful and have common courtesy, and yet now you're not doing it.
Right.
Like how can you expect anybody else to have common courtesy towards you when you don't have it yourself? So that's
Right.
frustrating.
And how hard is it? I mean, in all honesty, how hard is it to
It's not hard at all.
literally, as someone, a stranger, or any someone literally does a nice gesture, opens that door. How hard is it for you to say thank you? I don't care if you make eye contact with you. Don't like. I'm a big eye. Like I make eye contact. I love eye contact with people. But I don't care. I will dismiss the fact if you say thank you, you're a good person in my book. But if you don't say thank you, like I will make sure I yell, "You're welcome. You are fucking welcome."
Yeah. Like
but back.
I almost did that at the bank today. I was holding a door open and two folks came in and they literally like the first guy like because there's like a guy and a girl. They were I don't know probably early 20s, early to mid 20s, and like they started walking through and like I kind of like glared at the back of the guy's head and they turned around. I was like, "Oh, thank you." So he might have just been preoccupied with something in his thoughts and they realized, "Oh man, I'm a jerk. Hold on."
Was
nice.
she a good looking woman?
Good looking young girl. Yeah.
Okay, so then you can't. At least he did the common like. I realized maybe he was just staring at her boobs. Like,
well, no, she was behind him. He walked in first, and then she walked in behind him. They were together. So like he walked through, and then she walked through, and then he turned around, and he was like, "Oh, thank you," and then she turns around, she's like, "Oh, thank you."
All right, so at least they acknowledged it.
Yeah. So I mean, it was better late than never.
Maybe it's because they were. Maybe it's because you were staring at the back of his head so hard. He was like, "Oh."
I gave him the vibe.
I felt it. I feel bad now. Oh, don't hit me in the back of the head with it.
It's like it was coming. It was coming, but now they turned around, they said it, and I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Have a good one." And I let the door go. You know, it's like literally that easy. Like you don't have to like the person. I'm not saying we have to be best friends, but you can. Hell, yeah, a head nod is at least recognition for.
I love head nods. Yeah. I do that shit too. Like, thanks, man. I don't even say words. Or it's one of the. Yeah. Like one of the down ones. Like, I'm okay with that. I'd accept that. Kindly. At least you're like, all right. You acknowledge the fact that I did something.
Yeah.
Something. But we totally jumped off topic because we were talking about your dad moment. So let me ask you this: after the experience of your dad moment, could you imagine doing that every single day?
Yeah. Yeah, I could do it every day.
Could you?
Yeah.
Well, then you're a good person because I fucking can't.
Yes, you can.
I do it every day. I love these girls to death. They are fucking everything. Oh, they're a handful.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get being surrounded by girls.
I did it to myself.
Told you gotta have a son.
We're not gonna get into any of this shit via any recorded thing because I don't ever want Jeff to be like, "Ha! I got you saying that one thing you said you'd never say."
Yep. Sure. Next. Avoid it for now.
Not avoiding it, just not talking about it.
Sure.
We will never have this conversation again.
Yes, we will. You say that every time we have it.
I'm going to say it again because this is the last time we'll ever have it.
Sure we will. It'll come up again in a couple months.
So I do believe that's pretty good on time for being back after a 2-week withdrawal. How do you people do it?
I don't know.
Whew.
But yeah. So again, like we appreciate everybody that's liked our page. If we missed anybody's name, let us know. We'll definitely give you a shout out. We appreciate all the love. We thank you again. One of our last video, which had our message for the veterans, that reached over 100 views, which is so cool, so awesome to actually get.
That's awesome.
It's like kind of that milestone, you know. So,
I'm actually drinking in celebration of that. By the way, Jeff, it's almost gone.
Yeah.
But that's incredible. And that's been a good message to get across. And we should go back to that as well. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to be a vet. And it's not just like, I mean, it's a special vets. But if you're out there and you still feel like just because I'm not a vet doesn't mean I can't talk. No. It applies to everybody.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
You know, like depression and PTSD isn't just like a veteran thing. I mean, obviously depression happens with everyone, but PTSD as well. Like it can affect anybody, all walks of life. So, again, if you guys wanted to talk to us, or if you want help trying to find somebody to talk to, like a professional, I mean, we can do whatever we can to help out. We certainly don't have a
Absolutely.
problem with that. Yeah, just let us know. Hit us up, because, I mean,
I would love to do like an advice segment or section, like
yeah, that'd be
like
pretty cool.
like do a special night where we focus solely on that, not the podcast, but like actual advice from you guys, or to give to you guys, or
Yeah,
just have somebody to talk to and kind of like run ideas by us to let us know what you're thinking.
yeah,
You
yeah. I
know,
think that'd be cool.
we have met plenty of people in our lives that have battled battles we can't even imagine.
Oh yeah,
Not to mention the own battles that we battled that you all couldn't imagine, because we've all
yeah,
been hit hard, but we're all, again, it goes back to us just being this. We're all a team. I don't care how you look at it. We're all a team. Don't care the color. Don't care I don't care. But we're
yeah.
all here to live together, and that's the way we should do it. Together, not against.
Absolutely.
Fuck this divide and racist bullshit. I don't care. Like, we're
Yeah.
all together.
If you think we won't understand, try us.
Please, because we've seen, just being in the military alone, being a bouncer alone, like I've seen the worst of worst, the best of the best, the richest of rich, the poorest of poor. I've seen
Yep.
all walks of life. Grant, I haven't, but I've seen them. I know how those people feel. I've talked to these people. You know what I mean? So please try us.
Yep.
We're here to help.
We try. We're here to try. All right. So, on that note, we're gonna wrap up.
Let's do it.
We'll see you guys again next week. Love one another, treat each other as human beings, and always remember to expect the unexpected.
Oh, deuces, gooses.
Peace.